Should you peat your whiskey? Welcome to Scotch Whisky. I'm Josh.
I'm Keith.
And I'm Eric.
And today we are going to take an unpeated scotch and we're going to try peating it with our smoking kit right here.
Sounds like an idea.
Yeah, it's just is it a good idea? Who knows? But
let's see how it goes.
Yeah, well, we'll let you know. So what we have here is McClellan's Highland. This is a $30 bottle of single malt Highland Scotch. Somebody wants to go ahead and pour out 3 ounces.
Is that really $30?
Yeah.
Huh.
And we have our smoking kit. And we have our peat. This is actually Irish peat, not Scottish peat, unfortunately, but it should do the trick. You can find this online. I think if it's on Amazon, I'll put a link down to it down below. Just going to take a little bit of this, add it in here. Now, something to be aware of with this peat is that peat is very crumbly, so make sure you have a very high
density
filter here. I can already see that even ours has a pretty high density. There's a little bit of peat in there.
Yep.
Like actual peat
particle?
Yeah, peat particles. So be aware of that. Try to keep it in fairly larger chunks. Don't crumble it down too much. But here we go.
I love watching smoke fall.
I will say that peat smoke smells funny. It's not smell the way I thought it was going to smell.
No, it smells about the way I thought it would smell.
It smells almost like burnt plastic.
I do get a burnt plastic note from the smoke, but there's also
burnt leaves note, which is what bog is. So for those who don't know, peat is actually made from basically dead vegetation, layering and layering and layering over time. But the way that Scotch distilleries peat their whiskey, instead of actually peating it afterwards, like we're doing now, is that they'll take the peat bricks and they'll use it to feed their fires for actually creating smoke and drying out their peat, their malt, their barley, after the fact. And that smoke infuses into the barley, which is then distilled and carries over into distillation and aging.
See, I'm getting like a smoked meat note now. This is like a smoked bird.
Yeah.
A smoked grouse?
Perhaps. It's definitely a bird, though. Definitely like closer to the turkey chicken than to like a red meat or even a
You know what I just thought about? Not a good thing about, but when they make the bog bricks, theoretically, there's animal excrement in there too.
Oh, absolutely there is.
It's been a decent amount of time. Give it a little stir.
Theoretically, animal excrement in the plant because that's how it was fertilized.
All right. Anyways, there's our whiskey. And you see some particles in there, probably maybe even a little bit of like ash.
Yeah, there very well could be ash because as it burns, this piece gets smaller and can fall through.
Let's see what happened here. Sláinte. I'll say it doesn't smell like a peated whiskey, if you know what I mean. It smells smoked.
It does smell smoked.
It does not smell peated.
It doesn't smell peated and it doesn't smell as good as that last one.
It does not smell good at all.
I don't not like it.
I'm getting the smoke.
I'm getting that same like smoked bird, and I don't want that on my whiskey.
I'm getting I'm getting like that smoked something, but I'm also getting like in the background, it's like, hey, I'm here, hello. The fruitiness of this whiskey.
I'm getting more of the whiskey through than I did on that last one.
But it's not cohesive.
I don't know.
I do say we should try doing this decanted and seeing if that maybe the next time I'll do.
I think the peated smoked barley in the distilled whiskey is going to be much different.
Yes. Taste this.
Have you tasted it?
Not yet.
Okay, I'll let you taste it before I make my note.
I'm reluctant.
That is far, far better on the palate than it is on the nose. I think it comes through correctly on the palate.
I don't think it comes off as a peated whiskey still.
No.
I think it still comes off
as a smoked whiskey, not as peated.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that earthiness to it.
But is it bad? That's the question we need to ask.
No, it's not bad.
It's not bad, but it's not what I'm expecting.
It's not what you want.
It's not what I want.
Yeah, I think that it's important to add the peat at the correct stage of your whiskey.
Yeah.
Or just at the malting step.
Yes. Which is prior to me buying it.
So if you want peated whiskey, just go buy peated whiskey. Don't try peated at home.
No. Should you? No. Can you? Yes. It's all right.
Yeah.
I do think it would be better if even just sitting in the smoke longer. But I think it has to sit in the smoke for a long time.
Yeah.
And then decant, I think, is also helpful.
But
so
overall,
that nose. But yeah.
Yeah. Overall, we're giving this experiment a thumbs down. But let us know your own results if you try this. And until next time, may the winds of fortune sail you.
May you sail a gentle sea.
May it always be the other guy who says,
This drink's on me.
I'd rather have McClellan's.